Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Guilherme from Steam Unlimited.
That's right.
Looking at Paolo Mori's Ethnos, debuting April 21st, I think.
Yes, correct.
Yes. This is a game for 2 to 6 players?
Yep, 2 to 6 players.
I remember some details here.
Yeah.
Where we are fighting for control of the land here, of Ethnos.
Absolutely. It's got gorgeous art by John Howe, known from the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit trilogies, as you can see it right there.
Okay.
Gorgeous art. It is a game by Paolo Mori, as you were saying. It is an area control game. And one of the really cool twists that it has is, so you get to build bands of allies by buying cards from a deck. And the twist is that, and there's some cards open on the table. But once you want to play a band of cards to gain influence over a region, everything else you don't play goes into the table. So this hand of cards does not get replenished until someone plays something.
Right.
Which creates a super interesting tension as when you're deciding what to play, you have to be aware that whatever you don't play goes into other players.
Right. So you see people collecting things, you don't want to feed them, but of course you can't just do nothing.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. The other twist is that all the points that we have here, they are randomly assigned at the beginning of the game, so the regions will change value as the game goes by. So there is long-term strategies and short-term strategies to that as well. And of course, every leader of the band you play does something different to change the game a little bit. Wing folk, for example, even though you may play a band like this, which has these 2 colors, they may deploy in any region because they fly over to that.
Okay, so maybe we talk about playing cards. Now when you play cards, you're either going to play cards of the same race
Yep.
or of the same color.
Perfect, correct.
Okay.
If you play cards of the same color of different races, just this, like a blue dwarf and a blue wing folk, then you get to decide which one of those is the leader, and that takes effect.
Right. And it can be any size, I guess, for how many cards you play.
Yep.
At least 2.
Well, here's the thing.
Or you
You're
can-
basically you have to play a band that is larger than the number of tokens that you already have there.
Okay.
So the mechanic makes sure that if you want to exert control over a particular area, you have to really build to get there. Say if I have 3 tokens in one region, my band has to be 4 cards or larger.
Okay. But if you come over here, you can just...
I can just drop 1 card of that region and just place it there.
Okay.
So that mechanic does tell me that I have to collect a lot of cards to play in that region, but then also when I play something, then everything else goes to other players. So there's a nice shift as you're trying to carefully consider what you're giving to the other players and where your focus is on.
Okay. All right. Real ebb and flow here. Yes, and as you mentioned, each race has a different power.
Yep.
So you have a separate merfolk track, for example, that is used only with the merfolk race.
Perfect. Orcs have a little board, so does a giant, and the troll. You get to play 6 out of the 12 races when you're playing the game.
Okay.
So there's a card selection at the beginning, so players get to agree on what are the races for that session. That means that every session is always different from the others. As you
Okay.
mix and match different races.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Anything else to mention?
Oh,
It's a
that's-
very straightforward view, and
Yep.
how here it's all the twist and the card play.
It is very easy to get into, yet it provides depth of strategy when you're playing.
All right. All
Good job.
right. Thanks very much. A
No
review of
problem.
Ethnos, coming April 21st.
Thank you so much.